I don't recommend anyone try this at home, but if you just take like a skillet and you hit this with it, it actually doesn't break.
No way.
Most of the times it doesn't break. Okay. Please don't try this at home. If you do this, then it's not eligible for replacement.
What do you mean? We are here at La Paulée, the world's greatest Burgundy wine event. Everyone tonight will be drinking from these same Glasvin glasses. Let's find out why.
You're probably asking two questions right now. One, why is Tiny Tim hosting this video?
This is my personal collection.
We'll get to that later. And two, how is this the world's best Burgundy wine event? Well, we're at La Paulée, which was founded and hosted by this guy, Daniel Johnnes. He's one of the most respected sommeliers in the entire world. He's earned like every award a sommelier can win. Also worked with the GOAT, Daniel Boulud. And tonight, him and his team organized an intimate dinner for 20 guests, featuring 13 white wines from this guy, Dominique Lafon, who's been described as the world's best producer of white wine. If you were curious, a ticket for tonight's dinner is roughly $6,000.
What do you mean?
As for why we're here crutching around, well, like I said earlier, everyone tonight will be drinking from the same Glasvin wine glass. And since we sell that glass at Food52,
it's a beautiful wine glass.
We wanted to meet the guy who makes it and find out more about his story. Welcome to That's Cool, Who Made It?
All right, let's go. Well, we are going to talk about these glasses.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we sell a type of glassware called hand-blown wine glasses. Very few people are actually aware of this even as market. Probably like 95% of the glasses sold out there are machine-made. Hand-blown wine glasses, if you can see this, it's a lot thinner, it's a lot lighter. Like you're kind of surprised when you first lift it.
Yeah, it's thin. It's like a piece of spaghetti, like in like the best way possible.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a bucatini, it's a little round. Yeah.
It's surprising that that you can make it like this and that it doesn't they don't all break all the time, but they actually don't break that easily. And after that moment, I'm like, I can't use any other glass. I can only use glasses like this. It's quite a bit of investment to have this, have a nice glass. And at one point, I was like, if I could reduce the price that people were paying for these, then more people would be able to experience what I was experiencing.
We have to think about every detail of the event because we have a demographic who comes to appreciate great wine and great food. So we have to make sure that everything is presented in a setting that is respectful of that quality and the expectations of our guests. And if we served the wine, these great wines that are extremely rare and expensive in a glass that is not respectful of the wine, then we're not doing our job.
We're here at La Paulée wine dinner at Legacy Records in Manhattan with Glasvin. Yeah, we're checking out what the event's about and why the glasses are so great.
I wanted to make something that was elegant, that was stylish, that was easy to clean, that fit in dishwasher racks. Like there were all these kind of constraints. There aren't like any weird design choices here that would make this like a fad or anything like that.
Totally.
So we wanted to design something that like any restaurant could happily put on their table.
How would you say, other than maybe the feel, like a glass can kind of change the wine drinking experience?
Yeah, so with wine, you're taking really small sips. Right. So like, I don't know how many sips it takes to drink this. Maybe it's like 100. So every time you're actually lifting the glass. And so that's why it actually makes a big difference over the course of the night if you have a lighter glass. It just makes it a much more enjoyable experience.
Right.
And also in your mouth, because it's so, the lip is so thin, when you put that in your mouth, you get a lot more wine and a lot less glass.
Okay.
And that makes it a lot more pleasurable.
All you have to do is feel it. You pick it up and you know that you have something of quality in your hand. It's about the balance, just like the balance in a wine. And this is such a universal glass that it works beautifully.
I found Glasvin, not knowing that we actually carried it in the Food52 shop when I was dining out at Jean's at Lafayette or whatever, with some friends, and we ordered wine. We had these glasses get poured for us, and it's like holding them around, like, damn, these are really, really nice. And I looked down, I was like, oh, they're made by Glasvin. Never heard of it before. Looked it up. We sell them at Food52. Ordered some for a friend's birthday. It's been like my go-to birthday gift ever since.
My birthday's coming up at the end of the month.
I know. What are you gonna get? What do you want?
Wine glasses sound great.
Dude, I know. Maybe we'll get you some.
First couple of restaurants in New York City are still some of our best clients. One is 63 Clinton.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard of this one, but at the time there was a new restaurant and they were just opening. And honestly, I don't know how they found out about us, but they just sent us an email and were like, this is awesome. And at the time, I had no idea how great of a partnership this would be. But after about a year, they got their first Michelin star. They're always booked out. Actually, their co-founder is like an Asian as well. And so it's like, there's that vibe, which is nice.
Getting my Fortnite dance.
I think that's what our glass does. It allows more types of restaurants. Still a very high-end, nice restaurant, but traditionally they wouldn't be the people that would be buying these high-end glasses. Those glasses are typically reserved for like your 3 Michelin star, maybe 2 Michelin star.
I just have to ask, like, I mean, we're drinking great wine out of here right now. What's like the weirdest thing that you've ever drank out of one of your glasses?
You could definitely drink beer out of it. A lot of people definitely drink. We have a really great client called Corner Bar. I don't know if you've heard of this. And we were having drinks in the bar, and I forget exactly, it was a margarita drink or whatever. And I order it, and it comes in a Glasvin, and it had like a big piece of ice in it. And this is like not recommended. We do not recommend that you put ice in our glass because it might break. If you take a piece of ice and you drop it and it falls down, then yes, it might break the glass. But if you like kind of roll it down the edge and stuff, it really shouldn't break glass. It's much more durable than people expect. Again, like I don't recommend anyone try this at home, but if you just take like a skillet and you hit this with it, it actually doesn't break.
No way.
Most of the times it doesn't break. Please don't try this at home. If you do this, then it's not eligible for replacement.
Incredible. Well, David, I think we're good.